Millie Bobby Brown is an intense actor. Some may say she is even going a bit method. So she gets herself into some painful situations for the sake of her art. Ready to find out what made her vomit? Or how about how she navigated her broken knee? Number 1. This is why actors sign contracts that they won't engage in dangerous activities.
I have, split my kneecap.
While this incident didn't happen on the set of Stranger Things, it was still healing while Millie was filming, and so she leaned on her stunt double for support. Her double not only had to do all of her stunts, but even some of the simpler tasks too, like riding a bicycle. Hey, they should have put her in the basket, like they did with E.T. That was the inspiration for 11. Number 2. How did women used to wear these all the time? For Enola Holmes, Millie was wearing such a tight-laced corset that it was painful for her, and she struggled with her fight scenes. Fighting in a dress is never easy, but luckily, the director had the forethought to use the dress as a tool rather than ignore its existence. Do not be deterred from wearing a corset, though. You actually have to do waist training to get your waist used to the shape in stages. And if you think it's such an outdated thing, ear stretching is not all that different of a concept. But actors generally don't have the time for waist training, and suffer through squishing their organs instead. Number 3. This scenario seems like it was totally avoidable with a little forethought. Due to the cold temperature that they were filming Stranger Things in, Millie struggled to do a scene in which she was submerged in freezing cold water. They did try to heat the pool, but it was just too shallow to retain any heat. Did anybody think about, maybe heating the air as well? Number 4. While Vecna may not be as spooky as the smoky dude from the previous season, he was physically there on set. Jamie Campbell-Bower messed Millie up filming Stranger Things. His character was so far from himself when he transformed from Henry into Vecna that it freaked Millie out and made her cry. Bower said she was terrified, like literally terrified, and when she saw Vecna, she burst into tears and she said, "That's not my friend. I don't know who this person is anymore. Where's he gone?" Was this acting? Jamie was the one having a hard time getting through the scene. Maybe Millie just messed him up. Number 5. The bullies were a tad cliche, but that doesn't take away from Millie's experience. Filming the bullying for season 4 of Stranger Things also mentally messed with Millie. Say that 5 times fast. The scene at the Rink-O-Mania where everyone is pointing made her incredibly distressed and sad. It also hit Noah Schnapp really hard, having to just witness it and not be able to help at all. Number 6. Did the Duffers forget they were working with children? Millie was exhausted from overworking herself on set. Long days, not enough sleep, and mentally straining scenes led her to collapsing into Finn Wolfhard's arms, weeping from sheer exhaustion. The scene actually made it into the show, and you can see in the shot Finn break character and look up for help. Luckily, the panic is as real as his character could have mustered up. We hope after that they let the poor girl take a nap. Number 7. Just the name of this stunt sounds dangerous. The corkscrew move Millie pulled in Enola Holmes can get you all twisted up if done wrong. Talk about another knee injury waiting to happen. You can see in the movie how she does get twisted up too. Number 8. Millie is not a huge fan of any stunts done on wires, but one Stranger Things stunt left her so dizzy she vomited.
So I had to do like a rotation one once where I was just constantly going upside down, which kind of sucked.
After spinning around and around in circles, take after take, of course she vomited. Number 9. Millie's made of bricks, just like the wall she's being thrown against, we swear. For Enola, Millie was thrown up against a wall 15 times in a row. She totally just brushes it off, but man does that look painful. Number 10. The key to great acting is to show up with your lines half memorized. Millie said filming Enola being drowned was very safe. She was in total control, but because of the quick loss of oxygen, she could only stick her head under for about 15 seconds. She went into the scene with her lines memorized 5 minutes before, so she could give a genuine performance of stumbling over her words. Number 11. Can somebody get her a tea or something? Millie lost her voice like 4 times during the filming of Stranger Things because she had to scream so much. Then she lost her voice again when she returned to the booth for ADR. While this is all fine and well when you're young, you want to be careful doing this stuff long term, or there could be serious repercussions. Number 12. The mind may know acting isn't real, but the body doesn't. The reunion between Eleven and Callie was intense for Millie. Not only did it just make her weepy, but she also took her work home with her, and it was just so overwhelming. Oh, Millie, go easy on yourself. The art will still be good even if you aren't pushing yourself to your breaking point. Method acting for such a young star sounds dangerous. Do you think Millie's method is safe? Oppose our opinions in the comments. We promise we won't bite back. And thanks for hanging out with us here at The Things.